Have you ever felt stuck when speaking English because your brain is busy translating from your native language? You try to make a simple sentence, but in your head, you first think in your own language, then search for the English words, then worry if it is correct. By the time you finish, the moment is gone. This is the biggest reason many learners feel slow, nervous, and shy while speaking English. Why try pointing backhand index? You are listening to the English Diary podcast. Introduction: Why this matters. If you want to speak English fluently, you must learn to think in English directly without translation. When you translate, you slow down your brain. When you think directly in English, your sentences flow naturally, your mind becomes faster, and you gain confidence. This is the real secret of fluency. Think about it. When you speak your native language, you don't translate. You don't stop and think, what word should I use? You just speak automatically without effort. That's exactly how English should feel for you. But the problem is, most learners are trained in schools and classrooms where translation is the habit. Teachers explain English using the local language, students memorize grammar rules, and they translate everything in their head. This is why fluency feels so hard. But don't worry, this habit can be changed. In this podcast, we will learn how to train your brain step by step to think directly in English. You will discover powerful techniques, simple exercises, and daily practices to stop translating forever. Why do learners translate in their head? Let's understand the problem first. Translating happens for three main reasons. Learning system. Most learners were taught English through their local language. They never practiced English as a living language, only as a school subject. Fear of mistakes. Learners want to be correct, so they translate word by word to avoid errors. But this makes them slower and less confident. Habit. The brain always chooses the easy path. If your habit is translation, your brain will keep doing it automatically. This means translation is not your fault. It's just a habit built over time. And habits can be changed with practice. Why translation slows you down? Imagine you want to say, I'm hungry, let's eat something. If you translate, your brain first thinks in your native language, then finds the English words, then arranges them into a sentence. This takes time. If you think directly in English, the words I'm hungry come naturally, and you speak instantly. Translation is like walking with heavy chains. Thinking directly in English is like running free. The mindset shift. The first step is to change your mindset. You are not just learning English, you are living in English. Every small moment can be an opportunity to think in English. Don't wait for perfect sentences. Don't wait for grammar rules. Start small. Start simple. But start thinking in English right now. Simple first exercises. Let's try a few exercises together. Name what you see. Look around you right now. See a chair? Say in your head, chair. See a cup? Say, cup. This simple activity trains your brain to connect directly with English words. Describe your action. When you are walking, say to yourself in English, I am walking. When you are cooking, I am cooking. When you are studying, I am studying. Many thoughts in English. Instead of thinking, मुझे पानी पीना है, or your local language, change the thought directly to I want to drink water. These small practices may feel simple, but they slowly change your thinking patterns. A small story example. Let's imagine Rahul, an English learner. Rahul always translated before speaking. In class, he knew grammar rules, but in real life, he felt shy. One day, he decided to stop translating. He started with tiny steps, naming objects in English, describing his daily routine in English, and writing small sentences in English. After 3 months, Rahul's friends noticed he was speaking faster, more confident, and without hesitation. The reason was simple. His brain was now thinking in English. You can do this too. Key tip for part 1. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for practice. Thinking in English is like building a muscle. The more you train, the stronger it becomes. At first, It feels strange. But slowly, your brain will accept English as a natural way of thinking. Closing part 1. So today, remember this: fluency is not about big grammar rules. Fluency is about training your brain to think in English without translation. Start with small exercises, naming objects, describing actions, and practicing mini thoughts. This is your first step toward true fluency. Why try pointing backhand index in the next part? We will talk about how to build strong daily habits to keep thinking in English even when you feel tired or busy. Why daily habits matter. Learning English is not a one-day job. It is not about memorizing 20 words today and forgetting them tomorrow. Real fluency comes from consistency. If you want your brain to start thinking in English automatically, you must train it every single day, just like brushing your teeth or eating food. Think of it this way: if you go to the gym once in a month, will you become strong? Of course not. But if you go to the gym every day, even for 15 minutes, your body changes. The same is true for your English brain. Small daily habits create big results. Why learners fail with habits. Most English learners start with excitement, but then stop after a few days. Why? There are 3 main reasons. Unrealistic goals. They plan to study for 3 hours daily, but life gets busy and they give up. Boring methods. They use textbooks and grammar drills that kill motivation. No system. They don't know how to include English naturally in their lifestyle. That's why we need to build habits that are simple, fun, and easy to follow. Habit 1. Morning English Boost. Start your day with English. Right after waking up, think of one simple sentence in English. For example, today will be a good day. Or, I feel fresh and ready to learn. This small habit tells your brain, English is part of my life. It sets the tone for the whole day. Habit 2. English notes on your phone. We all use our phones hundreds of times daily. Turn it into a learning tool. Change your phone language to English. Make a notes app for English thoughts. Whenever you think of something in your native language, quickly write the English version. Over time, this becomes automatic. Habit 3. Talk to yourself in English. It may feel silly, but it works. Speak aloud when you are alone. Describe what you are doing. I am making coffee. Now I am reading a message. I will go outside. This builds direct thinking in English because your brain connects action with language instantly. Habit 4. English reflection at night. Before sleeping, review your day in English. Think, today I went to work. I met my friend. We talked about football. I ate pizza. I studied English for 20 minutes. At first, your sentences may be short, but with time, they will grow longer and more natural. Story example. Let's imagine Aisha, a university student. She always wanted to speak English fluently, but felt nervous in class. She decided to follow these 4 habits. Every morning, she said one positive English sentence. She changed her phone to English. She practiced self-talk in her room. And every night, she reviewed her day in English. After 3 months, her friends noticed she was speaking faster, her vocabulary had grown, and she was translating much less. The reason? She had built daily English habits. Tips for success with habits. Start small. Don't try to do everything at once. Begin with one habit, then add more slowly. Be consistent. Even 5 minutes daily is better than 1 hour once a week. Make it fun. Watch English videos you like, listen to English songs, or play games in English. Track your progress. Write down what you practice daily. Seeing progress keeps you motivated. Common mistake. Many learners say, I don't have time for English. But the truth is, you don't need extra time. You only need to replace small moments with English. For example, instead of scrolling social media in your native language, scroll English posts. Instead of listening to songs only in your language, add some English songs. Instead of writing notes in your language, use English. Mindset reminder. Habits are more powerful than motivation. Motivation may disappear, but habits stay. If you create an English habit, your brain will continue to think in English, even on days when you don't feel motivated. Closing part 2. So today's lesson is simple. Build daily English habits. Start your morning with English, keep notes on your phone, practice self-talk, and reflect at night. These 4 habits will slowly rewire your brain to think directly in English. Why try pointing backhand index in the next part? We will talk about how to handle real-life situations in English, like shopping, traveling, or meeting friends without falling back into translation. Why real-life practice matters. Thinking in English is not only for textbooks or classroom exercises. It is for real life, shopping, traveling, ordering food, talking to friends, or even asking for help. If you continue to translate in these situations, you will feel stuck. But if you train yourself to handle real-life moments directly in English, your confidence will grow very fast. The problem with translation in real life. In real-life conversations, people speak fast. They don't wait for you to translate. If you are busy translating in your head, you will miss half the conversation. You may feel embarrassed or shy. This is why practicing real-life English is so important. It teaches you to respond quickly, naturally, and without fear. Step 1. Start with simple everyday situations. Think about situations you face daily. For example, buying something in a shop, ordering food in a restaurant, asking for directions, greeting people. Now, prepare short, simple English sentences for these situations. For example, how much is this? Can I get a coffee, please? Excuse me, where's the bus stop? Good morning, how are you? Practice these lines in your head before you need them. This way, when the real situation comes, you will not translate. You will already have the English sentence ready. Step 2. Role-play practice. Role-playing is a powerful method. You don't need a partner. You can practice alone. Imagine yourself in a shop. Pretend you are talking to the shopkeeper. Hello, can I buy this pen? Shopkeeper, in your imagination, sure, that will be 10 rupees. Here you go. Thank you. Doing this practice daily builds automatic thinking in English. Step 3. Use English in travel situations. Traveling gives you many opportunities to think in English. At the airport, where's the boarding gate? In a taxi, please take me to this hotel. In a hotel, can I have the Wi-Fi password? Even if you're not traveling right now, you can still imagine these situations and practice them. This imagination trains your brain to be ready. Step 4. Practice small talk with friends. If you have friends who also want to learn English, make a rule. For 10 minutes, we will speak only English. Start with small topics like, what did you eat today? What movie do you like? How was your weekend? These simple conversations teach your brain to think faster in English without depending on translation. Story example. Let's take the story of Ahmed, who always felt shy in shops. He knew English sentences but always translated in his head, so he avoided speaking. One day, he started practicing role plays at home. He pretended he was in a restaurant, ordering food. He repeated the same sentences daily. After 2 weeks, he went to a real restaurant and ordered confidently. The waiter understood him perfectly. That small success gave Ahmed big confidence. From then on, he started using English more often in daily life. Bonus tip: observe and copy. Next time you watch an English movie or TV show, pay attention to how characters handle real-life situations. Notice the sentences they use for ordering, asking, or greeting. Pause the video and repeat the same sentences aloud. This way, you borrow ready-made phrases for real life. Mindset reminder: don't worry about mistakes. In real life, people are more focused on the message than perfect grammar. If you say, where bus stop, instead of where's the bus stop, people will still understand. The goal is communication, not perfection. Why listening and speaking matter. Language is sound before it is writing. Babies learn to listen before they speak. They don't read grammar rules. They listen, copy, and repeat. If you want to think in English, you must spend more time listening and speaking than memorizing. Your brain will start to recognize patterns and connect meaning directly in English without translation. Listening strategy 1. Active listening. Don't just play English audio in the background. Listen actively. That means focus on the words. Repeat them in your mind. Try to guess meaning from context, not translation. For example, if you hear, "I missed the bus today," imagine the situation. Picture someone running late. This connection helps you understand without your native language. Listening strategy 2. Shadowing. Shadowing means speaking along with what you hear. Play a podcast, movie, or speech. As the person speaks, repeat the words immediately, like an echo. You don't need to be perfect. Just copy the rhythm, sound, and flow. Shadowing forces your brain to process English at real speed. Over time, this reduces your habit of translation. Listening strategy 3. Repetition. Choose one short video or audio and listen to it many times. The first time, you may not understand. The second time, it feels easier. By the fifth time, the sentences will feel natural in your head. Repetition is the mother of fluency. Speaking strategy 1. Record yourself. Take your phone, record yourself speaking in English for 2 to 3 minutes about any topic. Your day, your favorite food, your plans. Then listen to it. This helps you notice your mistakes and improve. Over time, you will speak faster and more clearly without stopping to translate. Speaking strategy 2. Imitation practice. Pick a line from a movie or podcast that you like. For example, "How you doing today?" Now, repeat it exactly like the actor. Same tone, same speed, same expression. Do this daily with different sentences. Slowly, your mouth and brain will learn to produce English naturally. Speaking strategy 3. English monologues. Choose a topic and speak for 2 minutes non-stop. Don't worry about mistakes. For example, talk about your favorite hobby. At first, you may hesitate, but with practice, you will notice your brain starts producing English directly. Story example. Maria loved English songs but always depended on subtitles. One day, she started listening without subtitles, trying to catch words. She also practiced shadowing her favorite singer. After 2 months, she noticed she could sing whole lines automatically. Even in daily conversation, some phrases came naturally to her. The reason? Her brain was trained through listening and repeating. Bonus tip: combine listening plus speaking. After listening to any podcast or video, pause and summarize what you heard in your own English words. For example, if you listen to a news clip about the weather, say, "The weather is rainy today. People should carry an umbrella." This forces you to process and speak English instantly. Mindset reminder. Listening and speaking are not about perfection. They're about rhythm, sound, and flow. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Even native speakers don't catch every word in movies. The key is to keep training your ear and your mouth. Why fear matters. Think about a child learning to speak. Children make hundreds of mistakes, but they never feel embarrassed. They keep talking until they get it right. Adults, however, feel shy, afraid of mistakes, and they stop themselves from speaking. This fear keeps the translation habit alive. Because when you are afraid, your brain slows down and double-checks everything by translating. If you want to think directly in English, you must break the fear barrier. Why do learners feel afraid? There are 3 common reasons. Perfection pressure. Learners want to speak perfect English like native speakers. Social judgment. They are worried others will laugh or correct them. Past experiences. Maybe someone laughed before, or a teacher was strict, so now they feel nervous. But here's the reality. People don't care as much as you think. Most listeners are focused on the message, not your grammar. Step 1. Accept mistakes as part of learning. Fluency grows from mistakes. Every mistake is a lesson. If you say, "He go to school," instead of "he goes to school," people will still understand you. Later, you can correct yourself. But if you stay silent, you learn nothing. Step 2. Celebrate small wins. Did you say one full sentence in English today? That's a win. Did you order food in English? That's a win. Did you practice for 5 minutes without translation? That's a win. Small wins build confidence step by step. Step 3. Reduce self-judgment. Stop being your own enemy. Don't keep thinking, I sound bad, or my accent is wrong. Everyone starts somewhere. Even native speakers make mistakes in their own language. Focus on progress, not perfection. Step 4. Practice in safe spaces. Start speaking in English where you feel safe. Talk to yourself, record your voice, or speak with a supportive friend. Slowly, expand to bigger groups. By the time you speak with strangers, you will already have confidence. Step 5. Use positive affirmations. Tell yourself daily, I can speak English. I am improving every day. Mistakes are proof of learning. This may sound simple, but it changes your mindset. Story example. Let's take the story of Sunil. He knew a lot of English grammar, but never spoke because he was afraid of making mistakes. One day, he challenged himself. Speak only in English for 10 minutes daily, no matter what. At first, he made mistakes, stammered, and felt shy. But after 2 weeks, he noticed something magical. He was thinking in English faster. The fear was slowly disappearing. After a few months, he was speaking confidently, even if not perfectly. Practical exercise, the fear breaker. Every day, choose one simple sentence in English and say it aloud 5 times without worrying about grammar. For example, I like learning English. Don't analyze, don't translate, just say it with confidence. This builds the habit of speaking without fear. Mindset reminder. Fear is natural, but it is not permanent. Every time you speak English despite fear, the fear becomes weaker. Every time you stay silent, the fear becomes stronger. Which one do you want to grow? Why advanced techniques matter? By now, you understand the basics of thinking in English, daily habits, real-life practice, listening, speaking, and overcoming fear. But to move to the next level, you need more tools. You need strategies to expand your vocabulary, master common expressions, and recall words instantly. This is how you move from basic fluency to confident, natural English. Technique 1. Thematic vocabulary learning. Instead of memorizing random word lists, learn vocabulary by themes. For example, food, bread, rice, vegetables, delicious, spicy, hungry, travel, ticket, luggage, boarding pass, departure, arrival. Feelings, happy, excited, nervous, bored, tired. When words are connected by theme, your brain stores them together. So when you talk about food, many food words will come automatically. Technique 2. Use phrases, not just words. Fluency is not about individual words, it's about ready-made phrases. For example, instead of learning just hungry, learn I'm hungry or I'm so hungry right now. Instead of ticket, learn I need to buy a ticket. When you think in phrases, your brain doesn't waste time building sentences word by word. You speak faster and more naturally. Technique 3. Spaced repetition. Our memory forgets new words quickly unless we review them. Use a system like spaced repetition. Review new words after 1 day, then 3 days, then 7 days, then 1 month. Each review strengthens your memory. Many apps like Anki or Quizlet can help, or you can do it with a notebook. Technique 4. Visual connections. Our brain remembers pictures better than words. Connect each new word with an image in your mind. For example, when you learn umbrella, imagine yourself holding an umbrella in the rain. This image will help you recall the word instantly. Technique 5. Idioms and expressions. Native speakers use idioms daily. If you learn a few common ones, your English will sound natural. Examples. Break the ice is equal to start a conversation easily. Piece of cake is equal to something very easy. Hit the books is equal to start studying. When you use idioms, you stop translating word by word and start thinking like a native speaker. Technique 6. Instant recall practice. Play a small game with yourself. Set a timer for 1 minute. Choose a theme, for example, travel. Now, say as many English words or phrases related to travel as you can in that minute. Plane, airport, luggage, check-in, gate, passport. This trains your brain to recall faster. Story example. Let's talk about Elena, a learner who had good grammar but always paused to find the right word. She started practicing thematic vocabulary. Every week, she chose one theme like shopping or weather. She learned 20 phrases, practiced them daily, and used spaced repetition. After a few months, she noticed something new. When talking about shopping, phrases like "How much does it cost?" came automatically. She was no longer translating, she was thinking in English. Practical exercise. Choose one theme today, for example, food. Write down 10 phrases. I'm hungry. This food is delicious. Can I have the menu, please? I would like some rice. The soup is hot. Practice them daily for 1 week. Next time you are in a food situation, use them without translation. Mindset reminder. Expanding vocabulary is not about knowing 10,000 words. It's about knowing the right words and phrases for real-life situations and being able to recall them instantly. Quality is more important than quantity. Why a daily routine is powerful. Fluency is not built in one day. It is built from small daily actions that repeat again and again. Just like brushing your teeth keeps them clean, a daily English routine keeps your brain active in English. Without routine, you may practice randomly, forget quickly, and return to translation habits. With a routine, you train your brain every day until English becomes natural. Step 1. Morning warm-up, 5 to 10 minutes. Start your day in English. As soon as you wake up, think one positive sentence. Today will be amazing. I am ready to learn. Then read one short English article or listen to one short English podcast. This tells your brain, today is an English day. Step 2. Midday micro practice, 5 minutes. During lunch break or travel time, do a tiny English activity. Name objects you see in English. Listen to one English song and repeat the lyrics. Write to 2-3 sentences about what you are doing. These micro practices stop you from going back to your native language habits. Step 3. Afternoon active practice, 15 to 20 minutes. Choose one focused practice daily. Shadowing an English video. Speaking aloud about your day. Practicing 10 phrases from your theme vocabulary. This is your main workout for your English brain. Step 4. Evening reflection, 10 minutes. Before sleeping, review your day in English. Ask yourself, what did I do today? What did I learn today? What will I do tomorrow? Even if your sentences are short, this reflection builds the habit of thinking in English. Weekly routine idea. Has a simple weekly plan. Monday, practice self-talk about your daily routine. Tuesday, shadow an English podcast for 15 minutes. Wednesday, learn 10 phrases on one theme. Thursday, record yourself speaking for 3 minutes. Friday, watch a short video and summarize it. Saturday, practice role play for a real-life situation. Sunday, review all the week's learning. This routine keeps your practice fresh and balanced. Story example. Raj, a busy professional, always said he had no time for English. But he created a daily routine of just 20 minutes, 5 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes before bed. Within 3 months, he noticed he was automatically thinking in English while driving or working. He didn't need extras, he only needed a clear routine. Tips to keep your routine strong. Be realistic. Don't plan 2 hours daily if you can only manage 20 minutes. Start small. Be consistent. A little every day is better than a lot once in a while. Make it fun. Use topics you enjoy, like sports, movies, or music. Track progress. Use a notebook or app to check off each day's practice. Bonus activity. English Environment Day. Once a week, try a full English day. Change your phone to English, watch English videos, write English notes, and think only in English. This immersion experience pushes your brain to stay in English mode. Mindset reminder. Routines are not about perfection. Some days you may do less, some days more. What matters is not giving up. Even if you miss a day, come back the next day. Fluency is a marathon, not a sprint. The big picture. Think back to when you first started learning English. Maybe you felt nervous. Maybe you translated every single word in your head. Maybe you avoided speaking because you were afraid of mistakes. But look at you now. You've learned techniques, daily routines, mindset shifts, and strategies to stop translating and start thinking in English. This is progress. And progress is something to celebrate. Main lessons to remember. Stop translating. Start thinking. Every time you use English directly, without your native language, you strengthen your fluency. Build your environment in English. Movies, podcasts, books, conversations, all in English. Surround yourself until it feels natural. Speak daily, even if alone. Talking to yourself, shadowing, journaling, every word counts. Stay consistent with routines. Small daily steps beat irregular big efforts. Be patient and kind to yourself. Mistakes are not failures, they are signs of growth. A short story for inspiration. Maria, a student from Brazil, once said she could never think in English. She translated everything in her head, and it slowed her down. She decided to follow a simple plan. 10 minutes speaking daily. Watching English series without subtitles. Writing one English diary entry every night. In 6 months, Maria realized something amazing. She was dreaming in English. That's the power of consistency. If Maria can do it, so can you. Your long-term mission. Fluency is not a finish line. It's a lifestyle. Make English a natural part of your world, not just a subject you study. Laugh in English, think in English, feel in English. The more your heart and mind accept English as part of your life, the easier fluency becomes. Motivational closing. So here is my message for you. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait for it someday. Your journey starts today, in this very moment. Speak a sentence right now. Think in English right now. Take action right now. Because every single small step you take today brings you closer to the fluent, confident, unstoppable English speaker you dream to be. Final words. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, fluency is not about perfection. It's about progress, practice, and persistence. White right pointing backhand index, this was the English Diary Podcast. Keep learning, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep thinking in English, not translating. Your future self will thank you.